By the way, guys, she reads my texts apparently, so she knew I was gonna propose. The little sneaker. But you know what? That's okay. She only ruins it for herself. The surprise, that is.
It didn't ruin it.
It's hard to ruin being proposed to in Rome, I think.
Yeah, it's hard. The only way to ruin it is if it didn't happen.
Alright, come on, guys. Well, I'll probably start filming again when we find something interesting.
All right. We're in Italy?
They know that.
Yeah, well, I can't say it enough. It's absolutely
Same. I will say here, it's kind of like, it reminds me of like downtown New York in the way that like you have to be very like strict and forceful.
It reminds me of LA.
Really?
Just a lot prettier.
Have you been to New York?
No.
New York is awesome, but this reminds me of New York in the way that like somebody comes up to you and tries to sell you some shit, like on like in Times Square. You have to basically, you have to like do everything short of telling them to f off to get them to like not try to sell you something.
Yeah, well.
And it's the same way here.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But I'm just like so nice. It's like I'll try to have a conversation.
I know. I tell you, I always tell Scott he's way too nice.
That one lady, where are you guys from? Our photographer.
Oh.
What did he say again?
What did he say?
Oh, it was funny. It was like, it doesn't matter. He goes, it doesn't matter.
I think he did say that, yeah.
But you know what though? As she stopped,
Mm-hmm.
it worked. Hey, bud. I always do that to pigeons. I'm like, sup, dude? Souvenirs. Sculptures. I mean, there'd be beautiful sculptures in all the parks and plazas, but then come here.
Oh yeah, look at that guy coming out of the window.
Yeah, I mean, you have the full three-dimensional sculptures, and then you have I took art class, but I can't remember, so my art teachers aren't gonna be happy with me right now. But what's it called? I'm gonna Google it and then insert it here, like see the type of sculpture it is. But you basically have like tons of these guys, which are like kind of on the outside, and then you have the ones that are kind of like carved into the wall. This guy's kind of carved into the wall, but he's
also popping out.
He's also popping out a little bit more than the other type would kind of classify. I mean, even look right here, like.
Oh yeah.
Some of the sculptures are really old, some are more modern, but even still, it gives the city a completely different atmosphere, totally different than Budapest had. Although Budapest did have beautiful architecture and sculptures, the sheer level of sculptures and
it just can't be beat
also
here.
the detail of the sculptures here. Yeah. When you go into the what was that building yesterday?
The
Pantheon?
Yeah.
In the Pantheon, some of the sculptures, the marble is so well carved. It looks like the clothes are actually soft. It looks like the cloth. It looks like the carving of a robe. It looks soft, like actual like cotton robes. Like it looks like you could touch it and it would like bend. It's
mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's crazy. The birds here eat good. Oh, look at this little guy. He likes pizza. All these guys. But this guy. Did you ask me?
So are you excited to go in? The Coliseum.
Okay, so me and Ava are on a little guided tour.
Hopefully it gets good.
Yeah. And Ava gave me a sore throat. Don't smile at that.
I always get sick.
Let's stop the next balcony.
I think really cool is how they used to have those shades that came over. You know, like they had a big awning.
Oh yeah.
People killed each other. I'd be like, where's the shade? It's hot. Meanwhile, some dude's like fighting for his life in the middle of the yard.
When it was built, there were steps where the people sat.
Thoughts?
It's really cool. I think we need to be a little bit pickier on what we decide to do for
I think so
tours.
too. I totally agree. But we'll talk about that later.
Okay. It is really cool though.
This one was called the Death Arch, where all the gladiators were on the north side. Okay. We didn't find tombs of so cemetery gladiators because the gladiators.
So, update. That was the Coliseum. Basically, we're just taking a little tour of the areas that we went through this morning and took proposal pictures at. The difference is this is a guided tour versus just kind of wandering around. I think it's only worth it to pay for admittance and like you get in and like look at everything, because they don't really teach you anything that's not already kind of common knowledge. I mean, there might be like one or two things that you might learn, but at the end of the day, I honestly think that you should just go in on your own. It's just better that way. But it's still fun. Like, I'm having fun. We're seeing stuff.
What's better what way?
Just kind of getting general admittance. Because the lines aren't that long, and honestly, like, most of the knowledge is stuff that if you are kind of into it, you're already going to know. So, yeah. So, it's not like you're getting an archaeologist tour guide.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's chill, you know? And, I mean, of course, the views are always good.
When I say wait, let's think about it, let's pick Ava's brain a little bit.
We don't listen to Ava.
We do,
Even
which
now.
is why she gets salty, because no one ever listens to her.
We don't listen to Ava. Anyways, guys, on our way to the Palestine. Come on. Actually, here it might be worth it, because it looks like there's a pretty big line. So if we skip the line, then it's worth it.
Follow the rows. Let's go keep up with our rows, girl.
Hi there.
Hello.
What's up?
Not
Here
much.
first.
Oh, look at that view.
Those arches are crazy.
One sec, I'll be back. Hey! It's so pretty.
Oh, no.
I had to get a view.
Yeah, come here.
Okay.
Those are sick though, right?
Mm-hmm.
What impresses me the most is like you're building with
Fashion.
you're building with like brick and mortar and stone. And it's just like a matter of like completing the arches without them collapsing before you can connect them so they can support each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even imagine. And especially, well, they would have been supported by, I'm sure, like a wood, you know, scaffolding, and then they would have removed the scaffolding and then the arch would be supported. I'm sure that's how they did it, but still, I mean, wood holding that up is kind of a scary thought. Those are huge. I mean,
Massive.
it's hard to tell in video probably how big they are. They're huge. Very impressive. The Pope's house. Shout out to the Pope. We're gonna go visit his new house tonight, right?
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what we're doing with Kylie. That's what she wanted to do, at least.
All right.
So anyways, update. Tour was chill. The lady was very nice. I did learn a couple more things than I thought I would. Still, was it worth the $32? No, it was not.
Listen to Ava. That was the message. That was worth $35.
So, for the price, no, not worth it. Was it fun? It was still entertaining. I mean, it's still Rome. Like, it's still a vacation. It's still...
That's true. That's true.
I mean, I didn't know this was the Pope's house until she said that. I didn't know that that was the slave market until she said that. So, as far as this area goes, yeah, I learned a couple things. As far as the Colosseum goes, I can't say I did, but it was still chill. And honestly, I'm having a good time either way. But it's hard not to have a good time. Today's been a good ass day. So, you know, holla at your boy, gang gang. I'm not a serious person.
No.
Are you sure about that? Do you want to bet on it? You know, I'll tickle you.
You did.
I have a very serious face.
I'm not.
There we are. Look at this fountain. Gardens.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is up by the Pope's. This is like the Pope's house area. Yeah, it's beautiful up here. We've seen a lot. And, you know, you could honestly walk around this area for hours if you were in the mood to do so.
If you weren't
But
hungry like
if you
we
weren't
are.
hungry, but we're not in the mood to do so. We're in the mood to eat. So, I feel like we're gonna miss something awesome though. Like, there's probably some shit up here that's like really cool. We can always come back one day. We'll probably walk around a little bit more. If I see something, I'll add it to the B-roll. Just kidding.
He's so cute.
Check this out. So, these fountains, I believe are just fresh spring water because there's a couple pipes just like this pouring into ponds similar to this, just slightly smaller, where people are just going up having drinks, filling their water bottles. So either those people are incredibly ignorant or
No, there was a sign that said fresh water.
So I was right. I was like, either those people really want freaking dysentery or this is legit fresh spring water. So yeah, it's pretty sick. I mean, my grandparents in Arkansas, that's what they drink. They have a fresh spring that's only like a few blocks from their house. I want to say, not really blocks, it's the country, so a few miles from their house. Miles bigger than the block. Either way, they're there. There's fresh spring water, and it's like the best tasting water in the world. I would taste this, but having just came off of a bad bout with food poisoning, I don't want to risk it. And I'm sure it's safe, but your boy doesn't need to have freaking extreme diarrhea again. That was no fun. Neither was the hospital trip. So, yeah. Come this way.
Whoa.
I guess what I'm saying is I fucking love you. Yeah.
You better.
Watch your step. You can die on this stuff.
I really could. Tumble on down.
They're fucking sketchy. It's because they're slippery. Like, there's no grip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing boots I just
Well,
bought.
these shoes have literally no grip because I've had them for like 2 years.
I need to freaking clean these. Like,
Never.
literally one day of owning them, they already have little scuffs on them.
We're in a dirty city, I don't know what to tell you.
It's depressing. I know, they're like nice. It's like Italian leather. Italian leather. Come on.
My babe, he's pretty cute.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I won't argue with you. Welcome to Italy. It's beautiful. I assure you, The park where I grew up. That was terrible.
That was really
that was bad.
bad. Sometimes he's good at impressions, other times
Sometimes
it's
it just,
embarrassing.
sometimes it comes out beautifully and you're like, damn, that sounds authentic. And that was not one of those times. That sounded really bad. So for any people who watch that are Italian, I'm sorry. That was really fucking bad. Come on. I always have to, come on, it's like you just stay there. Like, remind me of my dog Buddy, who just sits and then you're like, come on, bud. He comes running over.
Do not compare me to your dog.
Hey, Buddy's my best friend. So Ava is also my best friend. She thinks there's this competition between her and Buddy. I always have to explain to her, you're
No,
my
I
best
don't.
friend, and Buddy's also my best friend. But we're best friends for different reasons. Like I have to explain it because like,
Whatever.
sometimes I feel like she gets a little bit jealous of Buddy, or it's like she's
No.
like, I was your best friend. It's like, no, you are, babe, but Buddy's my best friend in a different way. You know what
You're
I'm saying?
annoying. I
So-
already know it.
I feel like she, even still, I don't think she fully gets it. It's like, he's my dog, and you're my girlfriend.
I get it.
She gets jealous of Buddy.
You're dumb.
The ruins of like the emperors and
Yeah,
all those people's houses.
pretty cool.
All their cribs. This is the ancient MTV cribs right here. What are we gonna get? I think pasta, yeah? When in Rome, eat pasta. And lots of it. It's
Okay.
good for you. Okay.
Alrighty.